Well, we're heading off to Placerville, California today to see an old friend, Mopar Dan. He's bought a few cars from us in the past, and we bought a few cars from him and some parts and different things of that nature. Anyway, he bought a 68 Charger RT, the first RT Charger we ever bought, about 5 or 6 years ago. And he's building another 68 Charger right now and has some home repairs, shop repairs, things of that nature. So he's looking to let go of a few of his cars. We worked out a deal last week, so we're heading up there to pick those up, and who knows, may pick up some other stuff along the way. This one was my very first RT I ever bought. I bought this about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago. And him and I did a deal. He came out to my place when we just got to know each other. We were just getting to be friends. So this one I picked up in Sacramento, and he came out and we made a deal for a beautiful Sublime 70 Roadrunner. And I traded him this and another 68, which sounds crazy. 2 68 Chargers, one RT, one H-code 334 barrel in UU1, which was the color of that car. And he's restored both of them. The other one's in there, that black one, or it's not black, it's like a graphite looking color. That's the other one, and then this one. And he's had these for like, I think 4 or 5 years. And it's kind of weird I'm buying it back, you know. But yeah, this is the very first RT that we ever purchased, and it sat at my place for like 3 or 4 years before he got it, and he just made it a nice ratty driver. That's what he wanted. And then it had an 8 3/4 in it, and now it's got the Dana in it. But
everything works. Headlights roll, all the lights work. Needs a firm field box, even though it's new.
Yes.
It sucks. All new suspension, brakes. Under dash, wiring, gauges.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a fully functional
car. I'm looking forward to driving it, because like I said, it was the first one I ever bought, and I never drove it. You know, we brought it home, we put it in that container, and then we just didn't get to it yet.
So when I pulled the motor out of it so I could paint it the right color, but so the Z-bar wasn't with some Mickey Mouse, so I welded the right piece in, and then the floor, I have a pattern. It's factory pattern. Okay. I just took later over there and I trimmed it out exactly like it's supposed to be and put the new hump on it. So basically it's like it's supposed to be.
But this is Mopar Dan, and he's restored 2.5 cars of mine, right? Really? The one in there, the Roadrunner, the 70 Roadrunner, 3/4 speed in yellow. Yeah. And then I say half on this because it is back on the road. It's restored, but it's not you know, back to pristine. But man, it's such a cool looking ratty driver though. You know, it's got a cool look to it. You know, the silver. Davis, you want to start it up? Yep. Fire it up. Let's hear what it sounds like. Fire
I
put
the 750 on it, you know.
Yes.
600 wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough. Yeah.
Going on the road to go like the
e-brake work.
Everything.
Yep, I know how you roll. I know how you roll. Like a puppy dog.
And it runs good too.
And it was funny because, you know, Rob lives right down the street from you, and his friend was the one that found this car, and I didn't even know you at the time, and I didn't even know Rob at the time. Right. And it comes full circle, and now I'm friends with you and Rob, and the car ends up at your place. But yeah, that's wild.
And it's got a full actor exhaust too.
I just think it's cool because, like I said, it's the very first RT Charger I ever bought was this one. And to have it come full circle, but come back in better condition than when I sold it to you.
I know you didn't want to get rid of it, but you did.
So.
But now you should keep it.
No, it was tough for me to let that go.
It's not a wrecked car.
No. And it's not a rust, it was never a rust bucket. No. It's got a couple little, you know, spots like normal Mopar stuff, actually less than normal Mopar stuff.
No,
but it's all original panels. There's no...
Yeah, and the door panels were original, what was in there, right?
Yeah,
the seats,
you did the seats.
The headliner was in when I got it from you. It was new.
So it's
It still's in great shape.
Yeah. And the carpet.
Yeah, I put a carpet kit in it, and had the seats, had legendary seats done for it. And like I said, the headlights roll in and out.
It's just,
it's a nice one.
It's just cool.
I was trying to keep it around until I got my other one going, so I have something to look at.
No, I know. This was the one you built for yourself to drive.
Well, I'm building me another driver.
I know you are. You're always building something. Well, tell us about the machine. Tell us some details, because I'm not a big AMC guy. I don't know a lot about them. I'm learning every day.
I learned so much through my brother.
Yeah.
He was the AMC guy, and now he passed away, and it's just, I just kind of lost my interest, really, to tell you the truth.
I understand.
The other twin to it's in Washington.
Right.
And
they're both 4 speeds, but the other one's an AC, and this one's a
Air Command.
Air Command.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of these did they make in this color scheme?
Well, for all the information, anybody could round up, my brother could round up, they made 1,000 red, white, and blues. The first 1,000 were red, white, and blue. Then they went into solid colors.
And they didn't make many of the solid colors. We have a turquoise one, and I think we have, we think there was 3 made of the turquoise, but there might be more. I know. But as far as known, because all we can go off of is known.
And I don't know anything, because AMC didn't keep records of crap.
Yeah.
But this motor was in here. I took it out and had it completely rebuilt, so all the machine stuff is on it, with the exception of the exhaust manifold. Our machine, but they're for an automatic. There's no injector pump.
Gotcha.
4-speeds had pumps and automatics didn't.
Gotcha.
Now, it blows my mind.
They're different.
These manifolds were they had headers, but my other machine I had an automatic, so I used those. The other red, white, and blue I sold with another running gear. Basically, it's power brake, power steering. It's the way it came. It's got the tag on it. That's for the, that tells you it's a 390, and the Y tells you it's a machine.
Okay.
That's a machine tag. Those tags are all different for different cars.
Right. You want to fire it up, D? Key in it?
Yeah, it should be hanging on the hanging on the turn signal there. The machine.
It's just such a, it's just so different,
So I put them back on. That's a dealer installed or a race installed thing. Wow. Racing, I don't know how many they made. Yeah. Not factory.
Gotcha.
But I put them back on.
And this one has flow masters. These wheels, Davis, they're like $5,000.
Did you see the ones on eBay right now? They need to be restored for $6,200.
Okay, 60. Yeah,
if you got them
it's
restored,
crazy.
One guy had them $10,000.
We have a set. We went to pick up the turquoise one, and the guy's, oh, well, these wheels are kind of bad. We have these other ones you can have instead. And I'm like, no. We want the originals. I don't care how bad they are. We'll fix them.
You're good on both sides.
So we just left Mopar Dan's in Placerville, had a great time, got to see some of his awesome builds. We're heading to Roseville, California, which is about an hour from us right now. Last week I was there. We made a deal on a 69 Chrysler 300 convertible. Kind of a tough deal because the gentleman that owned it was 47 years old and unfortunately lost his life. It's tough when you go into a scenario like that with the family and there's a lot of emotional attachment to a car and then the car leaves. So although this car needs to be restored, and we'll get it into the right hands and finish that dream for the gentleman that passed away.
Oh, it's right here. Okay. I looked under there for a real long time.
I was talking to Dan about this because I'm not very familiar with these cars, as we had talked about.
Yeah.
And I guess there's two different engines that they could use. One would be a 440 lower performance, and one would be a 440 high performance, which they didn't make as many of those. And this one's the 440 elk, basically a K code or a K VIN code, and it's the lower model. So you have the non-HP manifolds and some of the other things that would indicate. That was what kind of confused me the first time I was over here. Anyway, 69 C-body Chrysler 300 convertible. I don't know how many they made, but there's not a lot of them. These are pretty rare, if you will. This one seems to be in extremely good condition. It was painted one time. This is a lighter gold. The original color would be this T3 bronze, which is on the fender tag. To my knowledge, it's all numbers matching. We'll get it up on the lift and double check it when we get it back to the shop. It wasn't a decision maker, but I don't think this motor's ever been out of this. Your husband, this was his first car?
Yeah, he got it when he was 19, about 27 years ago.
Wow. And he held on to it all these years.
Yeah, he drove it when he was 19 for a while to go back and forth from work, and then eventually just sat for at least 20 years.
And he just took it from house to house and just held on to it. This was his baby.
Yes,
So
he had a dream that he was going to restore it one day.
yes, I know he bought an enormous amount of parts for it for the interior. There's window felts, there's seat covers, there's foams, even the glove box and the visors and stuff like that. I mean, he really went to the carpet. He went to the distance to get all the parts to basically restore this car.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he passed away. So this car, but still needs to get restored. And the fact that it's been a California car for many years, the license plates would put it into the early 80s as to when it would have come into California, or when he would have went in or somebody would have went in and changed the plates out for newer plates, because it could have been an original California car. We talked about the deal.
Yep.
We're here to load it up, so we'll get you guys paid.
Right on.
And get a title. It has a clean title.
Yep.
Okay. This stuff right here, it's always usually rusted out or rusted out down here. This thing's so dry. I know it's got a little bit on the trunk, but especially now with a little bit here. We just wanted to come on and thank you for the warm reception on YouTube. We launched our channel. We've gotten some comments, some feedback that we're taking into consideration, but we also had a lot of people ask about merchandise, the shirts we were wearing, the jackets we were wearing, hats, things of that nature. So wanted to come on and just kind of give you a little bit of overview on the merchandise that we have so far. And we're still adding to it. We're still young in the merchandise area. The link's below. It's also on our bio. It's a basic Shopify account that has all the options that you can, choose from, and we're constantly adding and upgrading and trying to make it better. We'll have some new designs that'll be coming out here shortly as well. But high quality t-shirts, we don't do anything cheap here. Really nice flat bill hats. We also have regular hats as well that are on there. I don't have any examples here. And then we have a really nice jacket. On the jacket, if you purchase a jacket, make sure you size it down one. So if you're a 2X, go with an extra large, or if you're an extra large, go with a large. And only because they're designed to wear layers. So if you're normally just a t-shirt and jacket guy, it's gonna swim on you. But if you're a guy that goes to work and it's 20 degrees out and you're wearing 3 sweatshirts, then it's gonna be perfect the way the sizing is. Anyway, we just wanted you to know we have this, we're bringing more. 98% of our viewers are men, so we've spent a lot of time with men's apparel, but we will be adding some female apparel as well. We want to let you know we appreciate the warm reception on YouTube. We're going to keep bringing some videos every week, Friday, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Remember also, like and subscribe. That's how we get the word out. We appreciate it.